The new UK Prime Minister, Starmer, deserves a round of applause and a 21-gun salute. He says that fighting immigration does not only depend on actually deporting undocumented immigrants. He says his government is going to tackle immigration but at its source. To this, therefore, he says that they are going to invest on more opportunities for African nations. They are going to help African nations to fight against corruption. They are going to institute a lot of developmental projects in Africa, and they are going to ensure that some companies actually create jobs in Africa and move to Africa so that they can reduce the problem of immigration. Above all, they are going to fight against bad governance in Africa, and that bad governance is one of the reasons why many Africans move to the United Kingdom and also move out of their continent because of bad governance, and accuse some of the Western elites of aiding and abetting with African leaders who have embezzled money to come and hide and impoverish their population.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Beth Rigby, Sky News. Prime Minister, over 550 people have arrived on small boats since you became Prime Minister just 2 weeks ago. You know this is a hard nut to crack. If the prisons crisis is, in your words, shocking, what is the small boats crisis? And when do you expect to make progress that the public can actually measure you on? And if I may, Donald Trump's running mate, DJ Vance, is a vocal critic of aid to Ukraine. Are you worried about that? And how does it affect your roadmap to spending 2.5% of GDP on defence? Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. I think that's 3 questions packed into one. Two. But look, on the numbers and what's happened in relation to small boats crossing, we're inheriting a really bad problem here from the government, who has not addressed this. Nobody is suggesting it's easy. It is a test of government, and it was a test of us as the opposition before we came into government. But we've wasted time here. We've wasted resource. We've had a Home Office that has been dedicated to a gimmick that didn't work. And therefore, the work that could have been done in relation to border security hasn't been done, in my view, in the way it should have been done. And the proof is in the pudding. We've got record numbers this year. We can't switch that in 24 hours, in 1 week. 2 weeks ago today, we were still knocking on doors asking people to vote for us. We can't turn it around that quickly. But the frustration that I have in relation to prisons is across this as well, because so much time and effort has been spent on Rwanda, a scheme which, in my view, was never going to work, and the proof is that it hasn't worked, when the serious answers have been left unaddressed, which is why I'm pleased now that we're getting on at speed. I'm really pleased that the Home Secretary made an announcement in relation to the Border Security Command so quickly. And here we are, 2 weeks, 14 days after we were knocking on doors, hosting the EPC, where the focus is on how we work together with our colleagues across Europe to do the coordinated work that we need to do. So I'm pleased that we're making up ground. We will continue to do it at pace, but we've been left in a really difficult position yet again by this government, which has, it's been a dereliction of duty, because border control is about our national security. And rather than address it with a serious answer, they addressed it with a gimmick. The gimmick didn't work, and we're left with a very serious situation to try and turn around. And in relation to the situation in America, look, we'll have to, those elections will take place. It will be for the American people to decide who they want to elect into office, and we will work with whoever's elected into office, as you would expect. That is what I mean about sort of maturity and leadership, not just within Europe, but more widely, and of course with the US. And the special relationship that is there between the US and the UK was forged in the most difficult of circumstances. It's endured a very long time, and we are committed to it. I discussed that. I've expressed my commitment to President Biden. I spoke to President Trump on Sunday evening after the assassination attempt, where, again, the special relationship featured in our discussion. Thank you.